It's an expensive time for drivers across Kentuckiana, and new tonight, RiverLink is preparing to put its largest toll increase into effect since the new Ohio River Bridges project opened. Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Doug Proffitt. Take a look right here. Drivers with RiverLink transponders currently pay $2.21 to cross one of the three toll bridges. July 1st, that number goes up to $2.40. The highest toll will be $14.38. Without RiverLink, you'll pay $4.80 for a one-way crossing of the bridge. As Isaiah Kim Martinez tells us, we are seeing plenty of concern from you here at home.
And yet another cost set to rise more than usual, the toll to get vehicles like these from here in Clarksville, Indiana, across the bridge to Louisville. Even in the summer heat, these folks have the right idea, as the expenses of driving your car, even for a quick trip down I-65, are spiking quicker than what many wallets can handle.
It's just not fun seeing it just disappear out of your account.
Effective on July 1st, it could cost you anywhere from $2.40 to $14.38 to cross any of the three toll bridges connecting the greater Louisville area to Indiana. To pay off the federal project that made them possible, rates always go up annually by 2.5% or by the rate of inflation if that's higher. The sad reality, it is in 2022, and RiverLink says prices are set to rise by more than 8%, the highest since tolls started on these bridges.
I'm like, well, I can't just zoom. I need to think about more.
Tamara Scantlin works at Sapphire on Spring Boutique in Jeffersonville. Between that and then art shows and dog sitting in Louisville, she drives over the Ohio often.
Maybe 6 times. Depends on the week, but a lot.
Employees over at Kratz Sporting Goods just down the road in Clarksville are on a similar playing field.
If not once a day, probably 4 to 5 times a week.
Trips back and forth that keep costing more and more, which in turn can affect customers and their choices too, leading Vice President Alan Krebs to consolidate.
Hit 1 or 2, 3, 4 different places at one time.
Meanwhile, folks are asking what can be done to lessen the burden. A Kentucky board, including Transportation Secretary Jim Gray, passed a resolution last week calling for the bi-state tolling body to set the increase at 2.5%. But in an update Tuesday, the Transportation Cabinet says Indiana declined to join that request for a meeting. The sign outside Sapphire reads, "Find joy in the journey." For drivers, that's becoming more difficult to do by the day. In Louisville, Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.